So you say you want a quick and easy meal with few ingredients and just a little bit of time. I'm Laura at The Healing From Within, and that is exactly what we are going to talk about right now. Sheet pan meals. I don't know if you have ever made them, but I love them. You basically throw a protein and some vegetables onto a pan, put it in the oven to cook, pull it out, and you have a complete meal. And in front of me, I have some smoked pork chops. If you have never tried smoked pork chops, you really need to. We have discovered that we absolutely love them. We visit my parents fairly often, and they have a butcher down in South Georgia that has these pork chops that are incredible. They cut them about a ½ inch thick, and these are center cut pork chops. So what I have done is lined a sheet pan with foil. I've sprayed it with coconut oil spray and then laid these pork chops in the center. Then what I like to do is take my favorite seasoning and generously sprinkle it all over the pork chops. Now you could certainly do a marinade or seasoning of your choosing. You could also put these pork chops in a pan after you have marinated or seasoned them and let them set for about 30 minutes just to absorb that flavor. From this point, you will put this into a 400-degree oven, and you want to cook the pork chops by themselves for about 15 minutes because they're gonna take the longest to cook. Once you pull those pork chops out of the oven, you are going to add broccoli around the side of the pork chops. You just want to layer on the broccoli, and I use frozen broccoli. It just seems to keep longer, and it seems to be easier for me. You can certainly use fresh if that is your preference. Once you have the broccoli all layered out evenly, you will take about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter, and you will just sprinkle it over the top of the broccoli. And then you can put a little bit of salt, or you can put your favorite seasoning over the top of it. And then the only thing that you're going to do with this, the very last thing, is to put this back in the oven at the 400 degrees for another 10 to 12 minutes. And that is it for your sheet pan meal. Now, I wanted to serve another vegetable with this meal. I didn't want just the pork chops and the broccoli, so I decided to do carrots. Now, don't turn your nose up yet. You have to try this recipe for these particular carrots. You see, I've been talking to my mom lately, who has been cooking a lot longer than I have, and she said that this carrot recipe is absolutely amazing. It is her favorite recipe, and every time she serves it, she says that people just go crazy over it. So let me tell you what I have done. In a saucepan, I have put 2 to 2.5 cups of water, and I have turned the heat on to high, and I've brought it to a rolling boil. And then once it is boiling, I added 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And from that point, I added in a pound of baby carrots. I like the organic baby carrots. I just give them a quick rinse. When that water is boiling, I put them in, and then I put a lid on it, and I set the timer for about 6 minutes. And that is what I have here. These carrots have already been cooked. You will drain the water off, and then to these carrots, you are going to add a few things. You're going to add a tablespoon of butter. You are also going to add a teaspoon of lemon juice. And this is just going to give it a nice bright flavor. And we also have an herb garden, which I love. So we have some parsley, fresh parsley that we have chopped up fine, and we are going to add that in as well. And then the only thing that you'll need to do is just stir these carrots up, get them all coated with that butter and the lemon juice and the parsley, and that is it. Look how pretty those carrots are. Look how bright. And the smell in my house, I wish you could smell it because it smells incredible. But let me show you a plate that is already complete. Here we have the pork chop that's already been roasted, the broccoli, and the carrots. So 30 minutes is all it takes for you to have a complete, healthy meal. I promise you, you can do this, and I hope that this becomes your favorite recipe like it is our favorite recipe as well. Be sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel and tell everybody you know. Also, make sure that you hit the bell for your upcoming reminders of when we post new videos. We'll be posting about twice a week. So I hope that you enjoy this. Give me some comments and let me know if you try this out. I would love to hear from you. So until next time, enjoy.